was really impressed with Yabusele, who was good the
Yeah.
whole
Mm-hmm.
tournament. He seems
Yeah.
like someone that not just dunking on LeBron, but his cutting was really like really smart and effective off those when they were like kind of collapsing on Wemby. He made a few really smart cuts. I think there was one to the end of the half one where he cut to the right spot and had like a really clever
That
finish.
was a ridiculous finish,
Yeah, that was
Mhm.
right?
really and the
That
cut as well was just
reverse
perfectly
layup
timed.
is, off of some like he was kind of acrobatic
Yeah, the pass
the
from
way that
Wemby
he
was
went about
great
it
as
too.
well, but it was
Yeah.
yeah. So he's cutting, and I think he was knocking down some threes as well. I didn't see all of France throughout the tournament because the times sometimes are just weird
Mhm.
because some of the games were like 2 AM and 5 AM,
Yeah.
so but I know he was good. Cordinier was good as well. There were a few guys on that team that you could see getting an NBA contract after this
Yeah,
is what I would say was probably the biggest takeaway. Yabusele, I can't imagine he doesn't get a contract at
I
least for a
know.
10-day.
Yeah, it's such a good showing from him. I was tweeting it all tournament. I'm like, this dude needs a contract. And then when he dunked on LeBron, I'm like, okay, someone's signing him for
He's getting a
sure.
contract now.
Yeah.
Someone's gonna sign this guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
no, he
mean,
was
I hope so. I think that he really demonstrated just like he's like, I'm here, I'm gonna be a hustle and
mm,
utility guy. Sometimes I'll make shots, sometimes I won't. But like you said, that really smart cutting, he was constantly looking to make sure that that dunker spot was filled,
mm,
which, you know, creates that optimal spacing for a very flowing offense, like France was, trying to attempt to do. Just trying to establish like some level of constant motion to kind of make up for their deficiency in sort of one-on-one scoring on that team. I will say though, Will, you were pretty down on how Wemby had been doing. He was actually pretty good in this game
mm.
when I went back and checked the numbers. Efficient inside for the most part, although there were some like kind of weird misses that have to do with just him not quite having like as much strength in his base as he probably will continue to develop with with his time in the league. There were a couple of lobs that were broken up, and like I was like, oh, that probably should have been a dunk. Like you should have been able to not get like kind of barely pushed off the spot there, kind of things. But I was kind of surprised at how much he scored because it felt like he would have stretches where he just completely disappeared. I was just wondering like what your idea is for what Wemby's next step is in his offensive development for him to start to like fully actualize, the vision of him as an offensive number one. I'm not sure that right now the decisions that he makes on offense are the best. He's a good passer, he's got great court vision, but I don't know that his scoring decisions, like the shots that he decides to take, are necessarily number one option stuff quite yet.
Yeah, like what are his go-tos? Sometimes he'll just pull up from three. He has the attempt to, or he has the ability to score from anywhere. That's kind of like why he's so exciting. Just like as an archetype and prospect, he's so unique. But I don't know if he's gonna become like stronger as time goes on. Like people with that body type, like Kevin Durant and Chet, like I just think they're gonna be infinitely lanky, and not like buffed up. I guess Giannis buffed up pretty much, but if
Yeah.
he can get stronger where he's not getting pushed off his spots or like and on those lobs, throwing a lob to Wemby, you don't have to be accurate at all. And he can just grab it and dunk it. You have some leeway there with guards that you play with. And I think it's more like scheme based and team based and getting comfortable with, the flow of whatever the
Mm.
offense is that's built around him to know what decisions to make.
When Jokic isn't touching the ball, he's like setting screens. He's like constantly involved. Like you see on like any given possession how he impacted that possession. I think that there were large stretches throughout this game where he was like not getting the ball, he was not involved in the given action, or once he did get the ball, it's just like late clock, he's got to make something happen, or a few possessions has gone by and he doesn't get the ball. So then when he does, he's just like, I'm just gonna take
Yeah.
this fadeaway midi or
Mm,
whatever it is. But I do think that that is just something that I'm monitoring as the next step for his progress. And like, this is a really huge compliment to him, right? Because I don't think even the biggest Wemby proponents a year ago would have thought that he would have made the types and levels of skill leaps that he did just in the course of his rookie season, right?
I think it's the offense is it's that thing where he can do so many things, but you
Yeah,
want that reliable. All of the best players have that reliable go-to. LeBron gets to the
that's
rim.
right.
He can do everything, of course, but gets to the rim. KD has that pull-up mid-range jumper. Jokic has that jump hook. Luka kind of has he can do it all as well, but he kind of has that back down, kind of fade away shot that he goes to a lot. It's yeah,
Steph.
Steph, yeah, any shot from pretty much just any
Steph's
shot.
go-tos
Yeah,
are the
yeah.
shots that get you benched if you're
Yeah,
literally anyone
exactly.
else in any
Step back
other
over
context.
3 defenders. Yeah, that's a go-to shot for Steph. But, Wemby, yeah, just what is going to be that go-to is we've seen a few hook shots. That would be an interesting kind of thing because 'cause he's got so much length, like, he doesn't even need to get the best post position or back down. Like, if he just can get a stable kind of, like, position on that hook,
Mhm.
like, just so much length there. Sometimes you can even see him laying it in from about 6 feet away.
Yeah, and that's gonna be an open shot for him because he's gonna
Mm,
be shooting over
over everyone.
whoever is
Yeah.
in front of him.
Yeah. It's like
So,
KD. It's like KD's jumper, but in the post. Like no one
exactly,
can
that's why
contest
I'd
it.
be interested to see him do that more than develop like, it'd be cool to see him develop a pull-up jumper, but I'd be more focused on him getting that hook shot down and just
Yeah.
becoming a poster, a Kareem kinda, a Jokic kinda guy,
Yeah.
and then if he can do the other stuff, that's cool, but, like, that feels the best high percentage route to go is to start inside the paint, work your way out. The 3 ball's nice when it's falling because I think you saw hit the first couple of threes, Embiid kinda rushed at him, put it on the floor, dunked it. It's like if he's going to be hitting threes and then he can blow by you. Like we've seen Jokic do it, but like Wemby's even a different monster when you have to close out on him because he's so agile and quick. And it's 3 strides and he's to the
Yeah.
rim. So I think the 3 ball and getting that reliable form of offense in the paint would be where I'd want to see him start and just focus on. And the pull up mid ranges and all that. That's cool, but I don't know if it's even necessary for him to become the best player in the league. It'd be
I
like the icing on the top, but like I don't.
I guess my next question is just like, would we be impressed at all if Wemby dunked from the free throw line?
Has he already done it? Is the question. I think he
Yeah.
had
I
one
know,
against
right?
the
I'm just
Celtics where it
thinking,
was like close to it, like he held it out with Derek White was like near him, and it was just like he just kind of hung in the air, but he didn't even look like he was trying.
yeah, like when you talk about Wemby needing a go-to, I completely agree because to me, I say this all the time that efficiency is like 80% shot selection, but he doesn't know which shots to select yet. Like which are the ones that which are the ones you're best at, and maybe he's just not good enough at any one yet to stop, to cull the other ones out of his shot diet.
Yeah, I was just saying, it feels like he's kind of making it up on the fly when he gets the ball. It's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
whereas Jokic, is going to go
like
to
any
the
rookie, right?
yeah, exactly. It's
It's
just
like
yeah, there's so much attention on him, like that's why, but it's pretty normal for him to still kind of be figuring it out.
coaches may not know what exact messaging to get to him yet, and he
Mm,
doesn't know necessarily how to advocate for what he wants yet. So it's all part of the process, and
yeah.
they'll be around in the next Olympics too. So
And to the audience, please remember to like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, and leave us a review. We're on all the audio platforms: Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music. Share us with your friends, share us with your family, share us with your enemies, share us with your family's enemies. Follow us on Instagram now. We're posting shorts on TikTok and reels on Instagram as well at What's in a Game NBA. We also have a new clips channel on YouTube for people that just like those quick hits. It's at What's in a Game NBA Clips on YouTube. And always remember that winning is fun and losing sucks.